Good afternoon. I'm Ashley Godwin. We're going to start off at Baum-Walker Stadium with our sports anchor Tyler Cass with not the best outcome. Tyler.
Yeah, Ashley, look, we knew it was a tall task coming into today. After last night's heartbreaking loss to Kansas State, Arkansas would have to win 3 games in 2 days in order to advance to a super regional. But in order to even play in 3, you had to win game 1 against SEMO this afternoon. This is the same SEMO team that Arkansas beat 17-9 on Friday, but the Razorbacks couldn't get it done with the season on the line against the Redhawks. Dave Van Horn said he didn't get back to his room until after midnight last night, and SEMO certainly looked the more rested team from the start. First inning, Gage Wood, again, just his 3rd start of the year, runs into trouble right away. A solo homer put SEMO on top 1-0, and then in the 4th, that's when the wheels start to come off for the Arkansas pitching staff. Flare into right field there makes it 4-0 SEMO. Arkansas, meanwhile, getting no hit until with 2 outs in the 5th inning. The first hit of the game, Peyton Holt sits back on that curveball, sends it into the hog pen. No more no-hitter, no more shutout. Arkansas on the board down 4-1. Later in the same inning, bases loaded for the hottest hitter on the team, Hudson White, but he grounds out to second to end the threat, and that would be Arkansas's best chance in this one. SEMO just kept plugging away at 6-1 into the 9th. Parker Rowland launches a 2-run homer into the Arkansas bullpen to cut the lead to 6-3 with 2 outs left in the Razorback season, but it's too little too late. Arkansas falls to SEMO 6-3, and the Razorback baseball season is over far sooner than most expected. Yeah, this was a season where Arkansas spent so much time as the #1 team in the country, but really faltered down the stretch. The month of May, the SEC tournament, and now an NCAA regional, all featuring plenty of Arkansas losses. It's the 2nd year in a row the Razorbacks won't make it out of a regional that they hosted. In fact, though, Arkansas not even making it to the regional championship. It's a bit of a shocker. It'll be the 3-seed Kansas State taking on the 4-seed Southeastern Missouri State tonight at 6. If SEMO wins, that'll force a decisive game tomorrow. If Kansas State wins, they're on to a super regional. As for the Razorbacks, they're on to the offseason tonight at 10. We'll hear from head coach Dave Van Horn and some players about what that means. For now, though, live from Fayetteville, Tyler Cass, THV 11 Sports.
All right. Thank you, Tyler, so much. Developing right now, North Little Rock police are looking for answers this evening following a shooting that happened earlier today. Police were called out to the scene at JFK and McCain Boulevard. That's where they found a man who was shot. That man was later taken to the hospital. He is expected to live. The investigation is still ongoing. And last year, reports came out that Arkansas ranked #1 in food insecurity, and experts are seeing that number continue to rise. THV 11's Rebecca Brown spoke to different community leaders today, seeking to change that narrative and help more people gain access to food resources.
It's not every day you get to meet heroes like Beulah Hubbard, who wake up every day with the desire to help others in need.
I wanted to make sure everybody got fed, and my thing is passion. I love helping people.
Hubbard says years ago she placed 3 food pantries in Jacksonville to help those in the community have a way of accessing food. But unfortunately, she says those food pantries were destroyed in the March 31st tornado, so the need is great to help rebuild them back.
I have the material, but right now I need someone that want to give me their hands and their talent and their time and build them for me.
Hubbard says over the years she's experienced health problems, so she's not as active as she used to be. But it hasn't stopped her heart from wanting to provide food to those who need it most.
And I want it to be everybody's passion to love and help people. That's about it. And I need them put up. We have the material, like I said. I just need someone to give me their time.
And time is of the essence, not only for Hubbard, but for the Arkansas Food Bank that sees a rise in food insecurity in the summer months.
If you can imagine a family member or a child, grandmother, not sure where their next meal is coming from, that's something that really shatters your sense of security and self-esteem.
CEO of Arkansas Food Bank Brian Burton says the group affected by food insecurity the most are children, and that's where their facilities step in to help.
We're working through Boys and Girls Clubs locally in Central Arkansas to provide some summer feeding programs. We've got the summer EBT program through USDA.
And with people like Burton and Hubbard at the front lines of the fight to end the war of hunger, they both believe over time it can be solved.
Working every day to lift that dignity up and to create that sense of hope. And I think everybody giving what they can to help solve a solvable problem like hunger, particularly in the summertime, that's golden.
Rebecca Brown, THV 11 News.
And our 24th summer cereal drive is almost underway. Chief Meteorologist Tom Brandon is ready to hit the road. On your screen are the dates and locations for this year. You'll be able to visit these stores, purchase cereal, and drop it off outside. If you want to get involved in other ways, like donating online or creating your own donation team, you can text the number on your screen. That's 501-376-1111, and you'll get more information sent directly to your phone. And happening right now, Arkansas State troopers are out and about enforcing their latest Click It or Ticket campaign this weekend. Throughout the weekend, officers have been out actively enforcing seatbelt laws for drivers and passengers. Here in Arkansas, all front seat passengers must be buckled, and anyone under 15 years old must be buckled no matter where they are in the car. Now this is home, and earlier today many folks came out to find some hidden gems at the 3rd annual Lost and Found Market. They included local craft makers, artists, and a whole lot of vintage goods.
Last one was held next to the store Dog Eat Dog. It was for the eclipse, and this one's for Pride. We try to keep it themed to make it more interesting and to really get interaction from the community.
And we also strongly believe that it's very important to celebrate Pride during Pride Month.
Yeah.
So we just feel like there's a lot of happiness with just being ourselves, expressing ourselves, and we just want to get the community out to express themselves as well.
Yeah.
They go on to say that part of the attraction to this market is the focus on local communities and creators.
Now, weather from the First Arkansas Bank and Trust Weather Garden.
Well, we're keeping an eye out to the west as some showers or thunderstorms are moving through Oklahoma into Texas that could be impacting some of western Arkansas later on tonight, central Arkansas through tomorrow morning. As you see off to the west, numerous severe thunderstorm watches, some tornado watches over in the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. Now here in Arkansas, the most we're seeing, there was a thunderstorm moving into the Fort Smith area. Did have a severe thunderstorm warning attached to it earlier, but is weakened enough for them to take the warning off. Some of southwest Arkansas, these counties shaded in the pink under a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. So we're going to be keeping an eye on what's moving from the west as we continue into the start of your work week. Here is how the start of the work week looks. Monday, tracking scattered chance of showers and thunderstorms, highs in the middle to upper 80s. Tuesday, similar trend with the temperatures, more of that spotty rain coverage. Wednesday, becoming more scattered in coverage again with the rain, highs closing in on that 90-degree mark. Monday, some of those storms could be strong to severe, but it's a low end threat for the severe threat. As you see, all impacts are gray or that level 1 out of 5 marginal threat. The wind threat across southwest Arkansas, forgive me, is a little bit higher. That's where they're seeing more of the potential for some of those stronger severe impacts. So here's what that can look like through your Monday. As those storms try to move out of Oklahoma through the rest of this evening, they're going to weaken and dissipate a little bit, so we're looking to stay mainly dry through the next couple hours. It's after midnight into the start of your Monday. We do see more of that rain starting to move into north central Arkansas, impacting some of the river valley, moving further south, extending into central Arkansas and southeast Arkansas through the afternoon, and by evening we see another round moving in to north central Arkansas. That could impact more of central Arkansas overnight into your Tuesday, and then we have another wave of rain moving in Tuesday morning. All of this following some disturbances moving through the upper levels of the atmosphere. And we'll talk more about the next couple of days this week later on tonight. But overall, here's how the week is looking. Starting out on a rainy, stormy note, then by Thursday into Friday, we'll get a nice break with some sunshine, highs getting into the lower 90s to upper 80s. And then by next weekend, can't rule out an isolated shower, but still looking to be mainly dry with a nice mix of clouds and sun and highs in the upper 80s.